Today's video is a try on and review of Quince's fall collection. We're talking high quality pieces and natural fibers, so think cashmere, silk, leather, all the good stuff. Also, hi, welcome or welcome back. I'm McKay. I make videos about practical style tips, small wardrobing, and reviews. I want to give a quick disclaimer that while I've worked with Quince in the past, this video is not sponsored. Some of these pieces are gifted, others I bought myself, but these are my own genuine thoughts and opinions. As always, everything's linked down below in the description box. These are affiliate links, so if you decide to shop using them, it helps support my channel at no extra cost to you. Now let's get to the review. The first piece I want to talk about is the sweater that I'm wearing. This is the Mongolian Cashmere Oversized Crewneck sweater, and I'm wearing a size small. This is one of my favorite pieces from Quince. I took the tags off so fast when it arrived. I love everything about this sweater. It's really nice and soft and snuggly. It has a beautiful neckline and also ribbed cuff details, which are really nice. And I really love the way that this fits. It's a little bit oversized without being overly dramatic, and it's very wearable. I got the shade Heather Truffle Brown, which is a neutral brown. I will say this sweater's a little bit on the thinner side, but I actually think that's a good thing. I live in a little bit more of a mild climate, so I don't want super heavy, chunky, oversized sweaters for most of the year. You could definitely wear layers underneath this as the season gets cooler if you wanted to, but it's still really warm and comfortable. I paired this sweater with a Quince bestseller, which is the 100% washable silk drawstring wide leg pants, and I'm wearing a size small. These pants come in a ton of different colors, and Quince does a really great job with their silk. I've been really happy with their pieces, and they just look really nice. I was really excited when they came out with the shade, which is more of a cool toned, almost gray toned taupe shade, which is really beautiful, and you really don't see it too often. And I think that it looks great with this crew neck. I love the way the two textures work with each other. These pants are so beautiful. They're elegant, they're elevated, and they just look great, but they're also incredibly comfortable. It really feels like I'm wearing pajamas, but they look absolutely amazing, and these would make for the chicest work from home outfit ever. I've already worn these out a couple times, and I've gotten tons of compliments, and I'm really excited to continue wearing these. One thing to keep in mind is that silk is prone to wrinkling, and if that's something that's gonna bother you, then this is probably not the piece for you. That doesn't really bother me, but if it bothers you, that's just something to be aware of. To finish off this look, I styled it with a beautiful clutch, which is also from Quince. This is the Italian leather handwoven pouch crossbody clutch. I've already worn this bag several times. I primarily have worn it as a clutch, but I've also kind of hacked it into being a shoulder bag. This is an absolutely beautiful bag. It looks fantastic. This is what the inside looks like, and it's just the perfect size for me. I also appreciate that it comes with this little card holder pouch if you want that option. I do want to talk about the way that it's structured. The way the straps were designed, this looks like it was really supposed to be primarily used as a really long bag, but this is just way too long, and I'm 5'7", so if you're petite, this is going to be so long on you, and I just don't find that a very flattering look. The thing that I don't love is that you can't detach these straps. These are permanently like affixed on here. I wish they were removable, but they're not. So you kind of have a couple options. The first way is to wear it as a clutch and to just tuck in the handles. It does seem like they intended for that to be an option. It's not totally perfect from an aesthetic standpoint. You can still just see the straps sticking out, which isn't my personal favorite, but it also doesn't really bother me that much. It's just something to be aware of. You can also kind of hack it into becoming a shoulder bag, but it's not totally perfect. The way that I do that is I just fold the string over itself and I tuck it into the magnet and then just kind of adjust as necessary, and I wear it like this as a shoulder bag. It's not 100% perfect because every time you go in and open the bag, it's going to come loose and you have to kind of redo that every time. And that's a little bit annoying. I still do it anyway, like it's still worth it to me. It also might make it a little bit less secure because the magnet isn't quite as tight. It has that strap that it's holding. So that's something to be aware of. The next item is a 100% cotton poplin tiered maxi skirt. I went with a size extra small for reference, and this is such a beautiful skirt. I bought this skirt over the summer and I've worn it so many times. This waistband is incredibly stretchy and comfortable, and it's really nice to wear even just lounging. And because it's cotton, it's breathable, which is great for the summer months, but it's also great for transitional months as well. This is one of my most worn pieces from Quince, and I absolutely love it. I paired this with a sweater for the transitional season, and you could absolutely style this well into fall. This is definitely a tried and true piece that I highly recommend. And it has pockets, which is always great. It's very flattering. It's just such a great piece. Up next is the Mongolian cashmere structured cardigan. I've been seeing this piece all over social media. I've seen so many people raving about it and talking about how much they love it, so I had to try it for myself. This is one of Quince's most expensive sweaters, and this retails for $159.90. This is supposed to be inspired by the Jenny Kane Cooper cardigan, and I haven't tried that one, but I was really curious about what this was gonna look like and feel like in person. And I have to say, I'm really impressed with it. It just is executed really nicely. I love the ribbed neckline and the flared sleeves. They look beautiful. It's also very soft and thick. This is a little bit on the thicker side compared to the first sweater that I showed, the one that I'm wearing. This is definitely a little bit thicker, but in a nice way. It's really soft and smooth. It also has a very beautiful and flattering silhouette. It has this really interesting curved feature that's really nice to see, especially in the cooler months when we're often wearing things that are a little bit more oversized. I also noticed that they're coming out with more colors, so if you're interested in it, definitely check it out. Overall, this is a beautiful piece. If you're looking to get a cardigan in this kind of style, I think this is a great option and at a pretty reasonable price point. Considering how much cashmere this is and just considering the design of it, I do think it's a fair price. I also picked up this cardigan in a brown shade. It's definitely a bit on the warmer side. It's more of a warm tone brown, but it does look beautiful. Moving on to the piece that surprised me more than anything else. This was a very, very shocking outcome, and I was surprised how much I loved it. And that is the stretch crepe classic trouser pant. Oh my gosh, these pants fit so amazingly well. I really didn't expect them to fit very well on my proportions and my body type, but these look absolutely amazing. If you have a longer torso, these are fantastic. They have an ultra high rise, which is so hard to find. They fit amazing. I can't get over it. If you have a curvier lower half, these fit better than the Abercrombie Curve Love pants. They fit better than the Aritzia Curve pants. These fit incredibly well. I'm not comparing the materials or the drape or anything else. If we're talking about fit, these are great. They have an ultra high rise. There's no gaping, which is so rare for me. They just look great. I can't get over it. I was so stunned by these. I was also surprised how much I love these for not having any pleats. Oh, and I'm wearing these in a size 2 for reference. They do run quite long. I got these in a 32. I just went with the length that was recommended based off of my height. I'm 5'7", so I went with the recommended 32 inches, and they're very long on me. I would definitely go with a shorter length personally because I'm not wearing high heels very often. I don't even have heels that are tall enough for these to not drag. These are really great pants. I definitely recommend them if you have similar proportions. The next pant that I tried is extremely similar, and these are the stretch crepe pleated wide leg pants, also in a size 2. These are the same material as the last pants, just with pleats. These are a slightly lower rise for whatever reason. They were a little bit looser on me and they fit more of a mid-rise. So for that reason alone, I personally preferred the first pair, which didn't have pleats, but these do look nice as well. And I will give them credit that the pleats fit nicely and they don't have any pulling. Sometimes I have that issue where the pleats will kind of pull open on my hips and they won't fit in the most flattering way. They'll kind of puff out. And these didn't do that. They laid flat, so that was all well and good. They were also a little bit shorter than the last pair. I'm not sure why that is, but these would also be a really great choice depending on your individual proportions and preferences. I styled these pants with the Mongolian cashmere oversized crew neck sweater again, and I love the way that they look together. Moving on to the final pair of trousers. These are the Italian wool pleated trouser. I got these in a size 4 and I'm so annoyed because I could have sworn I also ordered these in a size 2 and I didn't. The size 4 is a little big on me. I'm so sorry that I don't have the proper size to show you for a truly fair comparison. But I'm very impressed with the material and the way these look and drape. I was very pleasantly surprised by the fabric. These are 96% virgin Italian wool and 4% elastane. They're not scratchy or itchy in any way. They're very comfortable. They have the most beautiful drape and they just look so chic and elevated. These also have a stretch waistband in the back, which is great if you have weight fluctuations or if you have a curvier lower half. It means that you're probably still going to get a good fit. The material on these just looks and feels amazing. If I had to choose between all of the pants that I've seen so far, These by far are the best material. The material looks so good, it feels so good, it looks elevated and polished. If you are someone who's prioritizing an ultra high rise and you want something that's gonna snatch you and it's gonna work for a curvier lower half, then go with the stretch crepe pants. But if you really wanna prioritize the material, go with the Italian wool trousers. I definitely want to get a size 2 of these in the future so I can see how curvy friendly they are. If that's something you're interested in, by the way, let me know. I can always do like an in-depth roundup or comparison. So let me know if that's something you want to see and I'll definitely do that. I forgot to mention, I've styled several of these looks with a white boat neck top. It's not from Quince, but Quince does have an extremely similar top. So I'm gonna link the similar Quince option below. I styled this look with the Comfort Stretch Long Trench. I'm trying to not sound like I'm too much of a fangirl, but this is the best value out of everything Quince sells. This trench coat is $130 and it's 98% organic cotton, which is amazing and it's unheard of at this price point. I even tried to see if I could find anything like this somewhere else and I couldn't. I could find things that were similar but a little bit more expensive, but nothing like this at this price point. This trench coat fits beautifully and it fits true to size. I went with a size small and I love the way that it fits. It's a beautiful navy trench coat. It also comes in a couple other colors, but the navy is just so stunning. And I feel like such a cool girl in this coat and in this outfit. It has functional pockets. Everything about it is really nice and I highly recommend it. If I had to make one small critique, the buttons don't feel the most premium to me. I think they could be a little bit nicer. I'd personally prefer to pay just a few dollars more to have nicer buttons, but like I said, this is the best value for a cotton trench coat that I could find anywhere. So I can't really complain too much. This is still a fantastic deal. I still recommend it and it's a beautiful coat. If this video has been helpful so far, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Now back to the regular program. Let's talk jeans. I have a couple pairs of jeans that we need to talk about. The first jeans we need to talk about are the Bella Stretch straight jeans and I'm wearing a size 26. These are the best jeans that you can buy for $50. I really truly believe that. Are these a premium jean? No. But do they look great and are they a great price? Yeah. Depending on your preferences and proportions, you might really love or really hate these jeans depending on what you enjoy and what you're looking for. So let's talk about that. All of Quince's jeans are relatively high stretch. That's great if you have weight fluctuations, if you want something that is snug at the hips, if you want things that are really comfy and stretchy, then these are definitely for you. If you're someone who prefers a really rigid jean, these are not gonna be your favorite. These are fitted through the hip and thighs, which I personally like, but some people might not. I feel like jeans are just such a personal thing, so do with that what you will. These have a 10.5-inch rise, which I would consider a mid-rise. You may love that, especially if you have a shorter torso. This could look really great on you and be great for your proportions. I have a very long torso and I'm on the taller side, so for me, I would prefer something with a higher rise, something like 11.5, or even a 12-inch rise if I can find that. Personally, these are a little bit lower rise than I would typically prefer, and I got these in a 30-inch inseam. Overall, these jeans do look quite nice. They're comfortable, they're relatively flattering, and I do appreciate that they come in several different washes and lengths. I would love to see a high-rise option at some point, but until then, these are still a really good option and a lot of people are gonna love them. And like I said, I really do think these are the best jeans that you can get for $50. I fully stand by that. These are a really good value. The next jeans that I tried are the Bella Stretch Relaxed Straight Jeans, and I'm wearing a size 26 again. These also have a very stretchy, comfortable material. I believe the composition changes slightly from wash to wash. The pair that I got is 73% organic cotton, 26% lyocell tinsel, and 1% spandex. These are quite comfortable and they also have a 10.5-inch rise. These are a true mid-rise in my book. They're not the highest of rises, but they're also definitely not a low rise, and I went with a 30-inch inseam. These jeans really do look good and I love the way that it looks with this outfit. This outfit is very me and is definitely something that I would wear. And this is something where, even though I personally would prefer a higher rise, I could see myself wearing them with longer tops or sweaters, things that really don't need to be tucked in. They fit nicely, they look great. I love that they're fitted at the hips. These are a great option. Up next is the Mongolian Cashmere cardigan sweater. This is a beautiful classic cardigan that's done really nicely. I love the shell buttons, which add just a little bit of extra detail and a feminine touch. It looks great with jeans, it looks great with skirts. It really is a great basic. I will say it does run a little bit small in my opinion. I got my typical size extra small, which is what I would normally get for a fitted cashmere top. For reference, I wear a size extra small in Nadam fitted sweaters, but this was very tight on my arms and a bit short, so I would definitely size up if you're in between sizes. I could definitely see myself exchanging this for a larger size and having this be a real go-to in my closet. Moving on to their ribbed tank, I got this in a size extra small in the shade Heather Charcoal. It's elevated, it's beautiful, it's really soft and comfortable, and I definitely recommend this top. This is your classic tank, but elevated. The boat neck makes it look sophisticated. It's simple, it's flattering, it's soft, it does everything I need it to. The composition is 65% organic cotton, 32% Eco-Vero viscose, and 3% cashmere. I styled this with the cotton Poplin maxi skirt, but you could definitely wear it with jeans or plenty of other things as well. You could definitely wear it dressed up or dressed down. This is a great basic to have in your closet. Moving on to the most worn Quince piece in my entire wardrobe, and that is the 100% organic cotton boyfriend crewneck sweater. I sized up to a size large for a nice oversized, casual, relaxed fit. I've worn this sweater at least 15 times since I got it over the summer, and I'm still really happy with it. I've washed it several times and it still looks great. There are no signs of wear, and I've been really happy with this sweater. This sweater is a very nice heavyweight cotton and it has a beautiful drape to it. This is a great option if you're looking for something that's low maintenance. It's sturdy, it's machine washable, it's not gonna pill, and it's easy to care for. This is one of the few things that I'm willing to wear around my teething puppy because she just grabs onto everything. But this is something where I'm really not too worried about babying it too much. It's durable, it's thick and sturdy. So great option if you want something that's easy to care for and durable. It's also a great option if you live in more of a mild or more of a casual environment. I highly recommend this crew neck. The final clothing piece that we have to talk about is the 100% washable silk maxi skirt. I paired this with a linen top, which you might argue is a little bit too summery, but I think that there's still plenty of time to be wearing linen in the fall, and I love the way that these pieces look together. I love wearing an elegant, polished piece with something that's inherently a bit more casual. Quince does a great job with their silk, and this piece is no exception. I love that it's cut on the bias, which gives this amazing drape and really flattering effect. I went with the maxi length for more of a dramatic and elegant look, but they also are sold in mini lengths and midi lengths, and they have a ton of different colors, so there really is something for everyone. Let's talk about the fit and the waistband. The waistband itself is very smooth. However, there really isn't much stretch, which could be an issue if you're someone with a curvier lower half. I was between sizes and sized up to a size small. However, because there's so little stretch with the waistband, it falls a little bit lower on me than intended and looks like more of a mid-rise. If I tried to size down to an extra small, there's just absolutely no way that this thing is gonna be able to stretch and accommodate my hips. So I had to go up a size. If you want a high rise and you're someone who's a bit curvier, that might be a mismatch and you might not love this. But overall, I think a lot of people are still going to really love this skirt. Those were all of the clothing pieces, but we do have a couple more accessories to talk about. For shoes, I've styled several of these outfits with the Italian leather strappy heel. I typically wear a size 8.5. Quince only comes in whole sizes, so I went with a size 9 and they fit perfectly. I love the strappy minimal look of these heels. They're really understated and elegant. I'm a huge fan. You could wear this with jeans, with skirts, with dresses. They really would go with pretty much anything and everything. They're just a great pair of heels to have in your closet. They also come in a white and a cashew color. I personally haven't worn these out yet, so I can't speak to how comfortable they are actually going out. If you've tried these, please let me know what you think. The final piece that I want to talk about is an accessory, and that is their Croissant Hoops in sterling silver. I've been wearing these earrings throughout the entire video, and I really love the way that they look. I love how they pair with my stack. Obviously, you can see I'm a little bit of a crow and I love sparkly, shiny things. I have very sensitive ears and I typically wear titanium, so I wasn't sure if sterling silver was even gonna work. I haven't had any kind of reaction to them, which is so amazing. I was pleasantly surprised that these worked for me. They really do look great. They're a great price. I'm really happy with them and I would definitely recommend them. All right, there you have it. Those are my top fall picks from Quince this season. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing. It really helps my small channel. Everything's linked down below in the description. These are affiliate links. If you decide to shop using my links, it does help support my small channel at no extra cost to you. With that, I'd love to know what pieces you're looking forward to wearing this fall. If you want to see more brand reviews, I'll go ahead and link those. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.